If you've been on YouTube Shorts lately, you may have seen Tom Cruise playing someone called Jack Reacher.
Oh, yes, Daddy.
These clips of Jack Reacher have been going viral on YouTube Shorts, with the clips from the movies reaching millions of views. But how is a movie was made in 2012, the first one? Because it's a bit of a serious thing where they have a couple movies. How is it getting so much attention now, and what's causing this? So let's get a little bit into what the original 2012 Jack Reacher was. The law has no limits, it's Tom Cruise, and you know he's gonna be rough, tough, and muffing around. But in reality, this is kind of just like a homicide investigator who was like in the military, who is investigating the crime of a sniper that killed 5 people in cold blood? And he is going to investigate what seems to be a cut and cold case, but might have a little bit more behind it than meets the eye. So just to get it out of the way immediately, this isn't just happening out of thin air. I'm kind of seeing two main factors that are contributing to this specifically, why these shorts are going viral in this time. The first one being that there's a new Amazon original called Reacher. Wow, great name. Wow, that's so different. That is, came out in 2022. So much closer to now, 2023, than the 2012 movie. The Amazon Prime original one, Reacher, is based on the book Killing Floor, but Reacher series. And it's the first book in the series. Now, you might be thinking that why wouldn't they be showing clips of the new one? And yes, if you go on YouTube Shorts, you can definitely find the new one, but it seems to be dominated by the old one. Why is it that it's showing? There's a lot of hype between this new show because it's pretty good, it's scoring pretty well with critics, but it seems that YouTube is specifically interested in the older movies. Now, why is that? Before we get into the last reason, the main reason why it's kind of showing these clips, you have to keep in mind that Jack Reacher 2012 is actually based on book 9 of the series. I don't know what determined them to choose book 9. I don't care enough to look it up because it was a good movie. I enjoyed watching it thoroughly. It was like very entertaining. And that's the reason. It takes a couple specific things that are very popular on YouTube right now. It takes the Sigma male like mindset that has been blowing up recently, or at least in the past year, and it combines it with motivation. So those two together just make it a peak for a lot of men to watch. It gives a high male audience, and YouTube has a lot of males on it. I think it has more males than women viewership. And it makes sense if you think about it. Jack Reacher, played by Tom Cruise, and a lot of us, the Sigma male that didn't care about anything, just wanted to be left alone. Kind of against the alpha, where alpha is more traditionally shown, where it's like, oh, the top G, like the top man, the 1%, the best man that gets all the women. The Sigma kind of has been this mindset where it's just like, doesn't really care about attention, doesn't really care, just does what he wants, it's a bit of a loner, kind of just like can get the girls but doesn't really care if he gets them or not. And that's shown a lot in that movie. There's a lot of clips showing where he's like can get the girl, but he kind of just doesn't care because he has his mission that he is focused on and he's not going to let anything distract him from it. So with a combination of all these things, you can see why the Jack Reacher from 2012 is coming back into prominence. Yes, there are clips from the Reacher Amazon Prime original, but I feel like since Tom Cruise is a more recognizable figure, it's easier for those videos to go up there like, oh my gosh, it's Tom Cruise, and he's being a Sigma Chad. Oh my gosh, must watch. Scroll. In comparison to a newer actor that no one really knows about.